One of the goals for the year 2010 for Enchanted Moments, a metaphysical gift shop in historic Milford, Ohio, is to get back to our fundamentals, to explore and help better educate our clientele. People who visit the spiritual studio with our service providers, or people who are in shop, or just visit or find us online, or whatever the case, and give them answers to their questions. One of the questions that I recently asked one of our employees, Francine Haydon, is a real fundamental one, a real basic one. And it's basically this: how would you define spiritual wellness? If you ask that question to 100 different people, you get 100 different answers. And the point about spiritual wellness is to showcase the wide variety of definition there is. It can come in all shapes and sizes. And I'm going to be asking each of the, in the Enchanted Moments circle, our little inner circle, a little nook and cranny in downtown Milford, there is a wealth of information there. Problems that have already been solved. The how-to behind all the questions that people ask is there. But we're expanding our message to the world. So we're going online. We're going to do, over the next couple of weeks, we're going to do interviews, and we're going to cover all the basic topics. And you're welcome to participate if you want to. If you want to just watch from afar, that's okay too. But the year 2010, we're going to do a lot of video. We're going to do a lot of explanations, a lot of defining terminology, a lot of, well, how do you do that? And, well, what's next? And what happens after that? We're going to fix all that. And we are going to give you the answers. So, that said, Francine recently sat down with me, and as you can see, I sat down, she stood, and I asked her, what is spiritual wellness? How would you personally define spiritual wellness?
To me, spiritual wellness is getting all of your chakra centers, which are your energy vortexes, aligned in a free-flowing, open pattern so that everything in your body is functioning at full capacity. So you correct any imbalances, and that helps bring everything else back in line.
How are you able to, if you feel that something's off, like if you can give me an example, how do you fix it?
Okay, well, as far as determining when something's off, it's just when any kind of disease or normal imbalance. If something doesn't feel right, you've got a headache, your throat is hurting, something, I believe all disease is caused by some emotional trigger.
Okay.
And with that, we can go in using multiple ways of whether it's with Reiki or just with crystal energy, crystal surgery, all kinds of different tools. And we go in and open up your chakras, those energy vortex centers, the 7 main ones in your body, but there's thousands, but those 7 main ones are what we try to align most. And then they get that energy flowing, so it's more open, and then depending on what other kind of modality you're using, you can either clear out the blockage, you can cut away something that has attached that shouldn't be there, and then you can infuse energy to help fill up something where there's a void. So the whole idea is getting anything that's too much down to where it should be, or anything that's below that level, you're trying to bring it up.
Right. Okay.
Bring it back in balance.
As I've already mentioned, we're going to be covering a lot of different topics over the next few weeks and several months into 2010. And the next interview, this is probably 4 or 5 parts, I would guess, with Francine for this initial interview. We really got into some good stuff. We talked about Reiki, the medicine wheel, using your intuition, and tarot reading. And that's really, with Francine, how I think of Francine is what she knows about tarot reading and palm reading. I think it's just phenomenal. It's very in-depth, and She could be a historian on tarot reading, honestly. But this next interview we're going to release shortly. And if you want to follow the whole series, you're welcome to go to spiritualwellnessandhealing.com. At the top of that page, I believe there's a purple button that says blog, and you can click on that and subscribe to the RSS feed. And we're also, of course, we'll be releasing some exclusive video and exclusive content to the blog that we won't share with the general public. So gives you an incentive to, join in the conversation. Okay, so until next time, find joy in your life. Thank you.